Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to explain about the different lokas and basically mainly the diphthongs. Diphthongs in the sense, as I explained in yesterday's video, diphthong is a combined syllable. In the sense, if A is one syllable, B is another syllable, AB is a diphthong. Similarly, we have uh, EI, IIO, OI, OU. Like these are something like I showed you, I think, my native language. Here you have a letter, this is called Dirghakshara, meaning double A, that is pronounced as, if A is A is A, the long A. Similarly, EE is long E, and you have, you see, there will be EI. EI will be, I haven't mentioned it here, sorry, EI is I, and OU is OW, and what else is the combined vowel here? I think those were the only vowels I have mentioned here in my this thing. There will be I, yeah, I is missing in basically in Telugu there is a diphthong called I. So that I is missing here, I didn't mention. Anyway, so those are the long letters and diphthongs. We are not bothered about long letters here. We are bothered about the diphthongs. So here, since there is no vowel called B anywhere in English or in my language, Indian language, this is my basically my what do you call proposal. So this, the loka between A and B, because this is A and B, that will be patala, in the sense till patala, it is till patala. So this corresponds to patala. Similarly, BE ranges from patala to mahatala. So EI ranges from Mahatala to Vitala here, say from 3 to 4. And then IO, that is IO is I is basically 4 and O is 5. So IO will be 4, 5. I am mentioning only the diphthongs basically because I am not saying I is of course 10, right? Here I is 10, A is 1, B is 3, E is 6, I is 10, O is 15, U is 21, and N is 28. But I am mentioning the missing words basically here. There is one is there, B was missing, but I included, so that is why we are it is there. But otherwise, it is just from 1 to 3, right? B is missing. So I included this patala is B, A can be called AB, that is 13. Mahatala can be called as 23, that is BE. This is 2 to 3, between these two, that is the Mahatala. So between Mahatala and this thing, it will be Vitala, and then Brahaspati will be between 4 to 7 basically. So that is IO. IO will be Brahaspati. Similarly, Wo U, OU, this is O, and O, between O and U, this can be called Shani, and between U and NN, that is 7 and 11, 11th this thing, it can be called Rahu, right? These are the diphthongs. And next sun will be, see, I'll teach you another logic here. Here, if you take this third word, Mahatala, there is, to begin with, there is one. A is first word. So there is nothing below that. There could be, but that will be quantum world, right? Now it is below. We cannot see that, even if it is there. So this is the first world. So first world and second world come together. 1 plus 2 is 3. So this third world is nothing but combination of 1 and 2. So basically this is I have also let me just mention briefly. I named these ayana. Ayana is basically where ayana is travel. So Agniyana is basically where Agni travels. So Agni is the sun here. 1 cube is the sun here. 2 cube is the sun for this Shukrayana. 3 cube is sun for Chandrayana. 4 cube is sun for Suryayana. 5 cube is sun for Rudrayana. 6 cube is sun for Shiniyana. 7 cube is sun for Rahuyana. And so 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 rules the underworld. I have more than once I have explained, I think. This is the abyss. So this is 3, basically 3 rules over the abyss, in the sense the Patala and Mahatala, these rules. And 4 rules basically from here, 1, 2. So 4 rules these 2 worlds, in the sense 4 rules, basically 47. Basically 7 is sum of 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. So Rahu, the way Chandra rules the underworld, this world, Rahu rules the world from 4 to 7. Including basically not even 4 to 7, basically 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 in the sense, this whole range from 1 to 7, Rahu rules. Okay? Rahu rules from here to here. And the next sun basically is 7 plus 8 will be 15. The next sun will be 15 cube. Just like 3 plus 4 came together, 1 is the first sun. So 1 plus 2 became 3, that is the moon. Moon rules over these 2, the lower world. Sun rules over all 3 worlds. One second, I'll show you. Not this way. It will be easier to explain if we take this world. So moon here rules this world and this world, that is Mahatala and Patala, moon rules. And sun rules basically 3 and 4, this Chandra and Surya. So these 2 worlds, the sun rules. So from here to here, in the sense from 1 to 7, that is 3 plus 4, 7, the Rahu rules. Rahu, that is why the range of Rahu is 1 through 7. That's one thing I wanted to explain. And yeah, and the titles, see, Why Rahu is called Rahu? Rahu is H is basically the our present sun. H is Horus. This is a 4 cube is H, and U is of course seventh cube. So this seventh, the Rahu basically rules from 4 to 7, and this guy Ra IA. Similarly, as HU is included here Ra IA will be ruling this 4 cube world. Ra AA will be ruling 1 cube world. These are the different nomenclature. That's it. So basically, 3 plus 4 is Rahu 7. So from here to here he rolls. That's one thing. And the other thing is basically Hindi. Similarly, when you make use of these syllables, when you break words into syllables, ha, na, the. If you break Hindi into syllables, it contains 3 syllables. Ha, na, the. Ha is basically 7, the 8 letter H, that is nothing but sun. Ha represents sun. Na is basically 14th letter. So Hindi's range D is D anyway. Anytime D indicates the sun, the first sun, fourth sun, seventh sun. So these are basically the Adityas. Adityas are the suns. So so Hindi's range is Ha is our sun, that is 4 cube. Na is basically 14th, so till 14th world. Where it starts with from Da. Da is basically Da is the son of the first sun, basically the first sun, fourth sun, seventh sun. Those, and the others are not quite suns, but basically they are the diphthongs here. They represent the diphthongs. The only suns are Agni, Surya, and Rahu. These are the suns. So those are the Adityas. So others basically, what you call the missing ones, Shukra, then Chandra, then what do you call Rudra, Shani. These 4 are basically the Daityas. Daityas in the sense the what do you call demon sons. Demons, they're not quite sons, basically they are the demons. These 1, 4, 7 are the angels. So those are called the so Adityas, and the diphthongs are called the Daityas. So so I have also given the Yuga Purusha, in the sense for that era, who is the basically someone like Christ. You say if you have a Yuga, then there will be a Yuga Purusha. So the Yuga Purusha for first world is Agni, second world is Vayu, third world is Chandra, fourth world is Rama, fifth world is Rudra, sixth world is Kaliya. Basically, Krishna is the Yuga Purusha for this yuga. So you can as well call the yugas by their name, Yuga Purusha's name. You can. That is why we say Christian era. So that is nothing but that's the era belonging to Christ. And mind you, when I say Christ, there is not one Christ, but basically the very word Christ comes from Christos. The Greek word Christos means the anointed one. So when we say Christ, it is not just a single person. He is not a single entity. It is just the name, the title of the Son. So there was the Christ of the Garbatala, in the sense, basically three, 1 to 3, the Christ is Agni. Basically, Agni is the Christ for the underworld, in the sense world up to three lokas. First 3 lokas, the sun is Agni, and the for the next for the world between 33 and let us go from here to here. Sorry, here. If you look at basically the 33, yeah, till 33, 3 1 3 2 3 3, only Agni is the sun for below 33, but for 34 and 35, 34 and 35, the no, basically, yeah, 34 and 35, as yeah, 34 and 35, the what do you call, where am I? Yeah, here itself, right? Okay. So yeah, 34 and 35, the king, the sun is 4 cube. That is Horus or Surya. Surya is the, here I called it Rama Yuga. Basically, Rama is the Yuga Purusha of Suryana. This is Suryana. So Surya in Suryana, Rama was the Yuga Purusha, basically. So that's why I called this as Rama Yuga. So from here, 5 cube, 6 cube, or 5 cube and 6 cube, this guy, 7 cube is the Christ. So we have three sons or 3 Christs. The first Christ is 1 cube, that is Agni. Second Christ is 4 cube, that is our present son or Horus. There is a third son who is nothing but whom we now call the Christ. The Christ figure, basically pagans worship 4 cube, in the sense in the pagan trinity, it is Osiris is father, Isis is mother, and Horus is the son. So this is the Christ of the Sanatana Yuga. But this, so M, this whole thing is M, 13th till the 13th. This is a M, 13 is AB. For as long as this is a firmament, then he is a ruler. The 4 cube is a ruler, and people basically fight over the Christ. This is the Hindu Christ, the one who is called the Christ in Hindu religion, that is the sun. Sun is nothing, Suryayana. Surya, the Rama is a Suryavamshi. Surya is the Christ of the Hindu womb age. Womb is from here below, from below O. O-M. O-M is, M is this one, 13th, 1-3, 13th loka basically till Neptune. It ranges till Neptune, but the overhead is Wow. So till Neptune, the first firmament god or the Christ of that age is 4 cube. So you can say, in other words, Rama is Christ of the fourth loka. Agni is Christ of first loka. And of course, Rahu or Krishna is the Christ for the seventh loka. Seventh loka, Christ is Krishna. So now tell me, those who are fighting over Krishna, Christ, Rama, Christ, Agni, Christ, why you are fighting over these names? These names uh, are synonymous. They work in tandem. Krishna works Krishna works in tandem with the Christ. Rama works in tandem with the Christ. Agni works in tandem with this Christ. Just that the pagans worship this Christ. The other Christians worship the basically, that is why I prepared another slide to explain the same. Hindi, of course. Hindi ranges from N to D. Yeah, basically, I was explaining this and came here. So D is the first Christ. D. This guy is the first Christ. That he's the D. So that Hindi's range is from there to that range. Telugu, my own language, it has letters T, U, and it has predominant letters are T and U. So its range is from E. E is the fifth world, that is almost our world. So from our world to U through T. So that is U is the father, T is the mother, and everything between U, T, and E, this is the language. So Telugu's range is even higher. Basically, here it ended with 14, but here it is ending with 20. Okay, so that is a very old language and a wonderful language. In basically, it is the T. Why T? The why is so important is that below T, the letter till letter S. S splits into S is nothing but the electromagnetic radiation, or kind of the mother of snakes. If light it is referred to as snake in esoteric languages, and that light, S splits into 119 parts, and it is the electromagnetic radiation. So basically it is the electromagnetic spectrum which ranges from red to blue, WebGR as we call, that is the S ranges from V to violet to red. So that is S. So when it does not split, basically that light does not split, it is still intact. It is in one piece. That is T. So so T is the undivided. For T is pure white light, which does not split, and T is the mother of the children of you who are the above. Yes, till yes, of course, they are Ya's children, Ya in the sense the 26, even Z, as I have explained yesterday, Z. This guy's children are Y. Basically, this guy is nothing but X and Y. This Y's children, Y and S is somewhere here. S splits into basically the pyramid here, not yeah, this is a pyramid, right? So the white light is here, and this is T. Basically, from T, from here it splits into these many 118 parts. I told you this pyramid represents the periodic table in a three-dimensional uh, perspective. So that 118, this S divides electromagnetic radiation from here, divides into 118 parts and caters to the 118 kind of snakes. So the world of the snakes begins there, and that is why T is 20 above that. It does not split. So the light there has no color except white. It's pure white color, and you can't see any subdivision of the colors. So this is basically black and white, not even black and white. This is basically white world, and uh, the father is U and mother is T. So the children of Uranus and T, U and T are the Telugu speaking population. So Telugu or lunar year should contain 14 months for EO and 35 and 149. Yeah. Basically, when we look at the other picture, the other day we did this. Here, if you look at this particular prime number 35, it has 9 floors, 14 steps, meaning so yeah, okay, let us go back. No, not here. So 14 steps are nothing but 14 months, 14 months, and this right now, as I told you, the lunar calendar has 13.5 months. So once the 14th step is built, this 14th step is built here, only the 13 we have, the 13 steps only we have. Once this pyramid changes to include 14 steps each on 9 floors, each nine floors, then we will have 14 months, each of 28 days. So the total will come to 392 days. That is what the Hindu calendar, not just Hindu, the lunar calendar rather, because most of the population on Earth, except the West, follows lunar calendar. So lunar calendar will have 14 months and 392 days, that is 28 days more than what we have today. So that's about the lunar calendar. And yeah, I wanted to explain one more thing here. When we say, if you know, if you are familiar with the Hindu mythology, the epics of in Indian mythology, so we have something called the Ramayana. Ramayana is belongs to Suryana. So in the age of Suryana, Rama's story, Rama has three more brothers. In the sense, altogether there were four brothers, sons of Dasharatha, and uh, um, for sons of Dasharatha. Dasharatha had four sons basically. So here, if you observe, there is a strange coincidence here. There is four, fourth yuga. this is Rama's Yuga or Suryayana had four brothers. And when it came to Bharata, Bharata had five Pandavas. In the sense, five, why five? Because this has the age of basically uh, I is over and O took over, right? Rudra is the Yuga Purusha for this, and the basically Wo took over. So he had five cube. It is ruled by five cube. So there were five brothers when it came to Bharata. So what I propose is, if when it comes to Shaniyana, or you can say Kali Yuga, then we'll have six brothers. And when it comes to Krishna Yuga, the Krishna Yuga, then you will have seven brothers. Seven brothers, an epic containing seven brothers will be in vogue then. So, and also the other fact is Krishna is the very word Krishna in Sanskrit means black. So Krishna is the black Adam. Black Adam, who is the son of Christ. Basically, he has the son and 21 squared. 21 squared is the mother, 7 cube is the father. So the Christ, he is born to Christ and 21 squared. The planet of 21 squared is nothing but Rahu. He is son of basically Rahu. Here it becomes the planet, so he is son of 21 squared and 7 cube, the black Adam. So the black Adam, in the Mahabhagavad Gita is the story of Krishna written by Potana. In our area, it was written by a poet called Potana. So, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna fights a snake called Kaliya. So, now you might be getting what I am driving at. Krishna, there was a serpent, big serpent in the river Yamuna, which was bothering the people of Vrindavana, the village of Krishna. It was bothering the people. Whoever entered the river, it used to gobble them up. So then he fought Kaliya. That is called, there is a ghatta called Kaliya Mardana in Bhagavata. So Kaliya Mardana meaning Krishna, the son of Christ, fought with Kaliya, the six cube. Six cube is basically a snake. He is called Kaliya. This is Kali and Kaliya, both. Kaliya meaning the black snake. Black snake is nothing but this guy. So Krishna from here, Krishna, whose father is Christ child, fought this guy, and the mother was N. And in the sense, the Devaki, whom we call Devaki, and he fought with Kaliya, and he basically he suppressed Kaliya. He suppressed Kaliya and warned Kaliya not to bother his people. So that is the story. So this is the Kaliya that Krishna fought and subsided. So basically until That happens when the second coming of Christ happens. So this is the Christ that we refer to as the Jesus Christ these days. But this is also a Christ. This is the Christ of the Sanatana Yuga. This is the Christ of basically Puratana Yuga. Puratana Yuga meaning old age. In the old age, Agni was the Christ. In the new age, in the present age, that is Vartamana Kala, the Surya is the Christ. And in the Bhavishyat Kala are the new age, this guy will be the Christ. So you are free to worship 147 anyone, but unfortunately, Hindus believe that this guy, 4 cube alone is the Christ, and they worship Surya is alone the God. They think, no, it is not so. Surya is basically, there is another guy who is even the 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. As I told you, 3 rules over the lower Patala and Mahatala, 4 rules over Mahatala, and 7 rules over 3 plus 4. That the whole underworld, whole plus the present world. Meaning, Chandra, the other day I explained, I think. Here, the sun in this, okay, yeah. So from here to here, this is the present world, right? In the present world, the sun rules. That is, present world is nothing but the day. Sun rules the day, moon rules the night, and this guy, Rahu, rules both. Rahu rules here. You can see Rahu is combination of day and night. And what did I tell you about the story of Osiris and Seth, his younger brother Seth? Seth is supposed to be on the boat of the sun, and when the boat goes through the night, the sun is supposed to travel on a boat, Horus is supposed to travel on a boat, and Seth is supposed to accompany him in fighting. They both together fight Epaphos. That I have long back, I think, I don't know if I can, sorry, this is happening quite a lot, I don't know why, but some time back I have explained about that, and if I can find the slide, I will show you that. Garuda's basically that would be about here. See, Seth is supposed to stand on the prow of Ra's boat and fight Apep. The demon they fight together is Apep. Apep was the ancient Egypt deity who embodied chaos and was thus the opponent of light and Ma'at order. He appears in art as a giant serpent. So basically, this guy Krishna, together with Rama, right? Three and basically Chandra. I mean, basically Rama is the Horus. Rahu or Krishna together with Rama fights Kaliya. Okay, Krishna and Rama come together to fight Kaliya. Right? Kaliya is the epic. So yeah, I think pretty much I have explained this Kali Mardana in regards to in connection with the Egyptian mythology also. In Egyptian mythology also says the same thing, tells the same story in the sense it says Seth is supposed to support the Horus. Krishna is supposed to support Rama in fighting Kaliya. Okay, yeah, pretty much that is over. Let us come to the last slide. So 28 squared is Lord Krishna, 7 cube is Lord Christ. They work in tandem. Let us decipher these two names. So let us come to the names. Whenever you want to decipher the name and know the esoteric meaning, you should split the word into syllables. You break the word into syllables. So Krishna has the letters Ka, Ra, Sha, Ta, Na. Krishna. Actually, there is no letter T here, but I included that because it makes sense, more sense now. So, what about in Telugu? We call that Karashana. So this is not so. This should have been English SO. Yeah. So we have to look for corresponding numbers in the lot of errors are creeping in once again. I'm sorry. Please bear with me. Corresponding numbers in English alphabets. K is 11, Ra is 18, Ka basically Ka is 11, Ra is 18, Sa. There are two letters in Indian languages. One is Sa, simple Sa, as in letter S. There is another Sha, letter Sha. Sha is combination of S and Ha. So sa, ha, sa. So S plus ha, ha is nothing but the sun, Horus are represented by number 18, 8 square. So S is represented by 19. So 19 plus 8, it becomes 27. So whenever you have this letter, the syllable sha, not sa. Sa is 19, Sha is 27. So this is Sha, if you have, so this is a Krishna. Krishna is here, it is not S, it is SHA. So it is 27. So the meaning is, so Krishna is the black Adam. Krishna, the very word means black in Sanskrit, whose range is up to 28 square to 11 square. This should have been a square raised to sign. Or Kenoma. Kenoma is nothing but the world below Saturn. The world below Saturn is Kenoma. Okay, so here let us say this is the Kenoma. This is the Kenoma. Anyway, so where are other diagrams? Here, where is the sun? Not another. We have it here. Yeah. So K is the fifth one. So this is the fifth one. So from here to here basically is the under Saturn basically is the Kenoma. So that Kenoma till Saturn and is the son of Devaki. Devaki is the more important syllables in Devaki are D, V, and K. So who is the Heavenly Mother? Va, as I told you, is 22nd emanation. So this guy is the son of 22nd. Basically, I have to show this one. I have to show this one. The other one here. Here, this is the Va. So 22 squared. She is a Vinata. So he is the son of this mother, not the W mother, not this mother. So that mother is in fact 23rd letter, and this guy he is the son of the 22nd one. And Christ. What are the syllables included in Christ? Ka, Ra, Sha, Ta. So Christ, Ka is 11, Ra is 18, Sha is 27, Ta is 22. Sorry, 20, it's wrong. 20. This is 20. Ta is 20. So meaning he is also the son of Heavenly Mother, Devaki 27, and whose range is from 28 squared to Kenoma through that is 20th 20th to 11th. It should have been 11th, which is why both Krishna and Christ are New Testament gods. Basically their range is still Kenoma. So right now our world is only till here, right? Our world is only till here. So above this world, both Krishna and Christ are effective till here. From here, they are above this, and their range is still here. So only those people who can break the grid or the matrix, the Saturn matrix, alone can realize Christ or Krishna. Not and rest are just are bogged down in this sphere. The sphere from here to here, below O is M, the 13th letter, or Neptune. Neptune is the mother of all. The encircles the sun. Sun is here, and Neptune is above him. So encircles him. So, sorry, where is it? Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is here. So, so this is the sun, and the Karuna will be Neptune. So the people who can break this circle, the circle from here to here, whatever it is, who can break this circle, power circle, or what do you call the prison? This is a kind of a prison break. Those who break this prison from here to here only can feel and realize the Krishna and the Christ, basically. So yeah, that pretty much that is why, which is why both Krishna and Christ are New Testament gods. They are not Old Testament gods. New Testament begins from there, and not everyone can realize that. New Testament starts from here. Till 4 cube, it is basically the Rama's Yuga, as you can call it, or Horus, age of Horus. But when Rudra enters the picture, this guy is what do you call? He was called a fool in even Jewish philosophy and Western philosophy. Rudra is called the fool or the stupid one because he doesn't realize that he is being used by some other guy. As I told you, Kaliya uses Rudra to achieve his negative ends. So even Rudra is not a bad guy. He is part of the once this 15 squared forms, he is also the part of the Garuda or the 15 squared is very much a part of 15 squared, meaning basically the then it will have 10 planets and not 7 planets as we have now. When we say in terms of grahas, we call them 7 grahas. Those 7 grahas include sun and moon also, and once this 15 squared is complete, then the Rudra guy will also be a part of this world. So he is just a temporary uh, bad guy, but of course, permanently this Kaliya is a bad guy. Six cube guy is a bad guy. Who this guy makes him the Rudra do what he does. Otherwise, Rudra will be assimilated into the system and becomes he completes 15 squared. 15 squared is will not be complete without Rudra. So but this guy 6 cube is who is called the Ra Amun, uh, does his best to avoid 5 cube in joining 15 squared. So 15 squared is the like the federal government, and this 5 cube is like a state government, 3 cube, 5 cube, and these are 1 cube, 4 cube, and 7 cube are basically the uh, federal fund. Light is nothing but a fund. Heaven gives this fund through 1 cube, 4 cube, and 7 cube. So the ruler Krishna or Rama or Rudra are supposed to use this fund judiciously and uh, basically achieve what the goals. So when you have a budget, the federal government gives you budget, and you are supposed to make good use of that and show the government, central government, what you have achieved and how you spent the amount. So light is nothing but the kind of fund here, heavenly fund. Heaven supplies energy, and we are supposed to make judicious use of that fund. So that is basic. That how can we do that? We have to use every proton that is given to us by the heaven, the core of the Milky Way galaxy, our mother Sophia. We have to make judicious use of that, and we should make sure that it is not going waste or it is being misused. Yeah. With that, I conclude today's lecture. So, thank you very much for watching the video. But please remember, this 7 guy, he has his range is from 1 to 7, and he's basically the 42 guy is the one who achieves that. Here, if you have this 21 squared and 21 squared, if you include these two both, those two worlds, this guy, what do you call, uh, Rahu, masters that 22. Sorry, not 22, W in the sense 21 squared and 21 squared. 221 squares he masters. And he is the Lord of uh, the whole world from 1 to 7. He is the purveyor of the whole combined world of 1 to 7, not just 1 to 3, not just 4 to 7. He pervades the whole world, ranging from 1 to 7 lokas. So, yeah, I will conclude the video here. Thank you very much once again. Bye.